This is what you need to know now. Canada is about to hit back in the trade war, and your wallet could be caught in the middle. A grieving Texas father breaks his silence, and an NFL owner busted in a police sting in a tiny Ohio town. I'm James Longman from ABC News. It's Tuesday, August 25th, and this is what you need to know. Let's get right to the big story. The trade war between the US and Canada is escalating, and it could mean higher prices for Americans. CTV News reports Canada will announce retaliatory tariffs today after President Trump threatened to expand his 50% tariffs to Canadian cars, trucks and steel. The president says the US doesn't need Canada, but nearly all of America's imported natural gas comes from there, along with more than half of its imported crude oil. Tariffs are also fueling a fight over beef. Ground beef is up 24% since the president took office, and his move to suspend some beef import tariffs has Republican lawmakers and ranchers pushing back. The Supreme Court has cleared the way for President Trump to implement parts of his executive order limiting access to mail-in ballots. It allows the Homeland Security Department to create a federal registry of eligible voters, and the Postal Service can only send ballots to people on that government list. But the fight is not over yet.
Court battles are still expected. It's unclear if these restrictions are going to be in place. The first ballots of those November midterms, they are set to go out starting next week.
The Supreme Court did not rule on the legality of the order, but the decision allows the issue to play out in lower courts. The wife of a US Army sergeant has been deported to Honduras, the latest military spouse swept up in the government's immigration crackdown. Sergeant Haydar Juarez says ICE officers detained his wife outside a Walmart as their 6-year-old daughter watched. And he says she has no criminal record, not even a traffic ticket. Homeland Security says she entered the country illegally in 2016 and says, quote, having a family member in the military is not a free pass to violate our nation's laws. The Associated Press finds more than 50 military spouses and parents have been swept up in the crackdown, and an ABC News review found no criminal records for the spouses it reported on. For decades, under both parties, military families were generally shielded from deportation. We're now hearing from the father of high school athlete Austin Metcalf, who was stabbed to death during a track meet last year. A judge has now rejected 19-year-old Carmelo Anthony's request for a retrial following his murder conviction. Jeff Metcalf spoke exclusively with ABC News.
We don't ever get to see Austin again. We don't get to talk to him. We don't get to hug him. This guy, he still gets to see his family. It's a tragedy that he has to be in prison. I feel sorry for him, just due to the fact that his life is pretty much ruined. I don't feel sorry for what he did, though. He needs to be held accountable.
Metcalf says he's now pouring his grief into a foundation in his son's name, teaching young people how to resolve conflicts before a split-second decision destroys another family. Anthony's attorney says they'll appeal his conviction. The FDA has approved a new blood test to help detect Alzheimer's disease. It's for people 55 and older with signs of cognitive decline, and it was developed by Roche and Eli Lilly to help doctors identify patients who may have Alzheimer's-related brain changes. Alzheimer's is typically diagnosed through cognitive testing and brain scans. This is the fourth blood test of its kind granted approval since last year. San Francisco 49ers owner Jed York has pleaded no contest to 2 misdemeanors after being arrested in a prostitution sting in Ohio. Court documents obtained by USA Today show York was arrested Sunday in the small village of East Palestine, the town known for the toxic train derailment. An initial charge of engaging in prostitution was reduced to disorderly conduct and possessing criminal tools. The tool, police say, was the cell phone he used to arrange the meeting. Local officials say the sting was part of a years-long crackdown on human trafficking. Now to some quick hits. Other stories we're following today. Target is apologizing and removing a children's Halloween costume after it was widely criticized as racist. The Blacklight Circus Clown costume featured a black model wearing a sheer black mask with an oversized grin and a small top hat, drawing comparisons to blackface and minstrel shows. Target removed the item from sale and issued an apology saying, "As a company, we got this wrong and we are deeply sorry." A shared love of the hit anime Dragon Ball Z has sparked an ambitious new project. Saudi Arabia will invest $7 billion to build 3 theme parks near Paris, one of them inspired by the franchise. French President Emmanuel Macron and Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman signed the deal in Paris. Advisors say the idea was born when the two leaders discovered their shared passion for the anime. The project is expected to create some 22,000 jobs. Construction will take years, and there's no opening date yet. And now, one more thing before you go. Scientists have created cookies made from a plastic-based slurry. Dubbed microbites, the process converts biodegradable plastic into on-demand food. It's part of NASA's Deep Space Food Challenge, a competition aimed at helping feed astronauts on long-duration missions. The portable 3D printing system uses yeast to transform the plastic into tiny cookies. But don't expect to try one anytime soon. The treats still need approval for human testing. And that's what you need to know for breaking news and live updates throughout the day. Check out ABC News streaming on Disney+.
New episodes streaming every day only on Disney+.